Susie, you are good to go.
Well,
Don't forget to
hello.
give me
Okay,
screen.
screen share. Well, hello, everyone out there. Thank you so much for your patience. I know we were supposed to begin this webinar about an hour ago. Okay, so
You're good to go, Susie.
okay, I had to turn off my other thing. Well, hello, everyone. It's so good to see everyone today. What an exciting day. First of all, we would like to apologize for the delay. We were working on some technical things in the background, but trust us, it's going to be well worth the wait. So, as you know, today is a big, big day, September 27th. 2025. Today, we are going to have a global live update. And I'm sure everyone here on the panel, if you'd all like to wave and say hello to everyone out there, we're going to get started in just a few. Once again, we appreciate your patience with this. Anyway, as you've seen in O News 15, the report was that we are going to hear today an update on the next steps for our transition to the big, bold, beautiful dream. And that's great, great news. That's going to be articulated today, as well as possibly some updates from the results of our last survey. So I don't know about all of you, but I have been excited to see this, to hear this. We're making that next transition forward, like I said, and it's going to be great. So I believe we do have Jean Oliva here today. So Jean, if you would like to take over, it's good to see you, Jean. And everyone get excited. We're going to get started.
Absolutely, Susie. Thank you so much for that introduction. And now it's really my great honor to introduce a man who has worked tirelessly along with his extraordinary team to bring us to this moment, to this landmark event, to this turning point on our journey where our lives are going to change. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you our founder, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Welcome, Ash.
Thank you, Jean, and everyone. Thank you, Susie. Thank you for my brothers and sisters here and everybody who is watching live. I just want to make sure that we are live or visible on that rotator. Okay, we're not. So I will hang out with my family here until we get a confirmation that everything is fine. Can you remove that custom, Susie? Julie? Are live or visible on uncheck custom.
It's live.
Everywhere? All
It's on my
channels are fine?
channel.
It's on my
Okay.
channel.
Perfect. Okay. I think we're good. Let's start all over again. Okay. We were supposed to talk to you about an hour ago, but somebody decided to do their business in Michigan, so we took a little longer. I'm gonna always have to blame it on somebody. All right. The easiest trick that politicians use. I think we're good. Let's start all over again. Okay.
Everyone, please turn off your mic.
On few channels, it is live, on few, it's not.
Probably they need to refresh. Can you hear me fine now?
Yes.
Yes, we can
Good.
hear you.
Can you confirm? I see from overseas we're getting confirmation. Everything is visible and live. I was saying, as I was saying, okay, I'm not going to back up now, especially if I get my screen sharing. So we were talking about politicians, I guess. The easiest trick is to lead by fear and blame. That's not what we're going to do here. I take responsibility. We should have had another testing as we did yesterday. Yesterday it went fine. Today it was okay. But we get time to hang out here. Okay, we don't have this opportunity every day. So I'm glad we got to exercise this one more time. And can't wait to replace this service, this webinar service. My name is Ash Mubarak, and I'm your friend, coming to you live from this beautiful Sunshine State. I hope you are having a fantastic day, or as Susie liked to say, a magnificent day, marvelous day. I am having a good time in my life. I tell you what, nothing feels better than success. That feeling of success and perseverance. This is how I feel, really energized and pumped. And I want to welcome everyone. As we just said before, we apologize for the little confusion. We promise you to try not to do it again. We don't know if it's going to happen. But this moment in our business is quite crucial. A little bit tense in a way, because we're going to a new altitude, and this is exactly what happens. So we need to be more equipped and more prepared for that. So I want to appreciate everybody who is attending live, but no problem. If you can't make it because of the time confusion, no worry. We'll have it to you for you in the back office. And I got a lot of friends. They're so excited to share and reshare and explain and recap and talk and quantify and expand and go on and on and on until you get it. We don't want to leave anyone behind us. Why? Because we care about you. You just got to care about yourself, because time is really, really crucial right now. So in today's agenda, I want to talk to you about only three things, three areas. We're going to talk to you about number one, the survey number two, what it meant, why we did it, the purpose, the result. I'll be glad if I get the screen sharing ability. I promise you to show you screen share of the exact results and explain what they mean to you. That's number one. And we're going to transition into talking about the next step that will yield into our next chapter / the new vehicle that you suggested we built. In reality, we've been building it. Just to say that, we didn't start building just when you recommended that sometime in July, I think July 31st or so. That's not when we started to build the second or the new vehicle. We've been on it, but we wanted to align with you and make sure that you also have the same vision and the same mindset. So that's the second topic we're going to talk about. That next step that will take us to the second business, the new chapter. All right? Oh, so beautiful. And we're going to talk about the mechanics. That's why this is worth to be recorded and watched again and dissected and explained in every possible language to every community. So three topics: survey, we're going to talk about the next step, and the mechanics, exactly how to do it. Are you ready? We're going to shake up the internet. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
am fired up. So let's talk about this. We're going to obviously celebrate and cherish the magnificent, powerful results and data we were able to collect from 2 surveys, mind-boggling. So the first survey was simply to check, knock the door, hello, anybody home? Check the polls, quantify, see how many people, the quantity of our crowd, the people who still have the interest, all of that. And the result was mind-boggling. So we were so excited about that result, the first survey, and we knew that hundreds of thousands are still interested in this journey and super excited, and they're actually willing to stick around no matter what time it takes. Second survey, we said, okay, we got a big number here, but are they all qualified to move forward to the next thing? Because we're not repeating the old, we're going up. It's only getting better, right? Okay, we see already, as of now, some of the tools and some of the technologies we're using, it's already making a difference, way different. So nothing is repeated from the past, quite different. Totally different. Think of it as a new, different animal. So because of that, okay, we wanted to do that and execute that second survey and see how many people really, or possibly, or potentially would actually qualify to move on to the next chapter. Because it's more serious, it's packed with value. So you want to stick around so I can explain to you exactly why we did it. You're going to have more clarity, and you're going to have also more conviction, okay? You're going to say, yes, Ash, you're a genius. You nailed it. I'm just like trying to give myself a little bit of credit and, you know, ego, narcissism. I'm only half kidding. I'm not that kidding, okay? But we did quantify, and then we did qualify, all right? So now we're going to express to you the incredible quality of our people. You wouldn't even expect the results or the data. Numbers don't lie. We're relying on actual data. The many people who are engaged, logging in, what they're telling us, the vast majority of our people are actually interested to move forward. Not only interested, they're excited immediately. So when I say the vast majority, I'm talking about close to 100%. So in the first survey, we said well over 90%, and you saw it was a lot greater, like 97% or so, but we just wanted to be a little bit more conservative. What was it? 97. This time is even higher. The readiness, the seriousness. We knew a lot of people, they were curious in the first survey. Second survey, they were very serious to go and move with us to the next chapter. So the numbers are hundreds of thousands in every imaginable corner of this globe. People from all colors, all walks of life, incredible. I'm humbled to realize how many loyal people and committed to this journey we have. So I'm proud of you. I'm really more fueled than ever, energized than ever. I already had the perseverance personally, the tenacity, the boldness, and the energy to chase the dream organically. Now, you come into the picture, hundreds of thousands of you everywhere. You can imagine the accountability and the responsibility that it adds to my shoulders. I used to say I will do it or die. Remember that? I didn't die. Did I? Yet? So did we do it? All right, we're doing it with you. And it is also refreshing. Just 3 months ago, roughly, approximately 3 months ago, when we started this new style of communication, the O News and the live update, this new theme, roughly 3 months ago, beginning of July, end of June, you can say, what happens? The results, 98% of you say, I have more clarity. I almost don't have any questions. I get it. What 3 months did to us? More clarity and more excitement. Today is a turning point in our journey. Now, it could have been easy. Redfern said that a couple of times, and I appreciate it. He said, the easiest way, throw the towel, say, it's too complicated. Why am I doing this? I've been beaten up. Let me go and relax or have a good life as Ash Mufareh. That's not what we did. We're not chasing easy. We're after what's right, what's more fulfilling. I learned early on that nothing as fulfilling when you take people with you to the top. You can consider I was at the top, or I've touched the top many times, or different tops in my life. That is good. That's fulfilling. But it's far more fulfilling when you take like-minded people, deserving people, take them with you to the top. That they have the real desire, the genuine attitude and gratitude to do something different. All my life, I thought, I want to do something different in my life. I believe I have a gift. I have something. I have an energy or passion. I have something, a calling. You can call it anything. That I want to do something different. Perhaps that requires a bigger team, more people that who want to make a difference. And they have to be above average people. They have to be unique people. They really have the drive. They have the passion to do that. That's where you come into the picture. So, are we clear so far, Mr. Redfern?
Yeah, we certainly are, Ash. You've mentioned that so far you've got three main things to focus on for this webinar, which we're all eagerly waiting. Right. The first one is obviously the survey, which you've just touched on already. And the second one is that transition into the next phase, which we're all going to be taking. You're going to give us a good idea of what that new vehicle is going to be and where we're going to be. And the last one is the mechanics that are all involved with it and how it's all going to happen. You've given us also a good update as well of how many of us, the clarity of how we are engaged now with you as far as O News is concerned. What a brilliant way of giving us the information that we need. A good 86% plus clarified that this is the way that we like having this information. It's also interesting to say as well, I have said this many times, that the easy option is to say, sorry, I'm beaten up and I can't go on any longer. But as you rightly said, that it is much more fruitful, it's much more meaningful if you take other people with you. And this is exactly what you've done with us so far. So we are looking forward to hearing more from you, Ash, and I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you so much. It's okay if I can say it. Julie, are you doing the spotlight or the speaker view? And can you enable the screen share? I mean, we're a family. I can. Okay. So I still don't have the screen share, okay? Plus, if you could do the spotlight so we can change the view. I
Yes,
think we're
yes.
fine. Okay.
I
Thank you so
pinned
much.
you.
We apologize, Sister Julie. I think you deserve a vacation, probably, okay? We've kind of like, I don't know, we've cluttered you with so many things. I feel bad, but I think we'll make it up to you. Maybe Korean barbecue or something. Okay. Well, we'll definitely. So bear with us, okay? You're doing great. We don't want to really stress you out. If it's not working, that's fine. I'll keep going, okay? If you give me the go, I'll share my screen. If not, I'll just do it. And hey, there's always going to be a next time. Did we go anywhere? No. I don't have screen share, but no problem. So sound is good. Everything is fine. Red has told you, we touched up on the okay. I'm looking for it. Okay, so we got news that Zoom made some changes. We're using this platform for now. Okay, no problem. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you from my heart. Probably we'll leave it for next time. Without that, I was, like Red said, we're going to talk about the survey. I was going to share the results with you, but okay, pretend that you understand. Okay, like traditional education, all right? Typical education, you know, sit down, be quiet, listen to me, and the test is on, October 7th, okay? Or 3rd or whatever. Now, however, I want to tell you what we decided to do. We didn't decide the easy way. We didn't decide the quick way or to care for ourselves. When that vehicle, the old vehicle on passive, okay, got what it did, okay, it took us to where we want to go, and it was a good period, a good phase in our journey, right? But it got troubled to a point where it still requires some maintenance and some repairs. You follow me? That vehicle. So we were faced with so many options, okay? So many options. But the obvious and most obvious is to keep on patching and fixing the parts and all of that, or take whatever it takes and then fix it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to remind you, just in case some forgot, toward the end of last year, I said we got 3 scenarios to reopen, scenario A, B, and so forth. And that was about the time, if it works. But that was based on reopening on passive. But then when we engaged a more qualified experts and team to join forces with us, when we realized that, it was so clear to us, we need to build a new vehicle. We don't want to just fix it, whether recover, reopen, all of that with some restrictions. And I'm glad we did, okay? It wasn't the easy choice, but I'm glad we did. So the scenario we chose is none of the 3, to be clear, none of the 3 that we said. Those were based on reopening on passive. On passive is open. We're not closing that. We're not shutting that down. But is it operation? No. Operational? No. Let's be very clear. Are we going to do business in it? I don't think so, okay? I don't have the plan to do that. One reason we're keeping on passive open, to communicate with relevant topics to on passive, okay? And we have some pending issues. Some of them is outstanding commissions from the past. It affects a small percentage, not even 1 or 2% from the millions in our network, but it is ethical and it's our obligation, it's our moral obligation to keep that open until we settle all of that. So whatever it takes, as long as it takes, and it's is obviously it's not done. But instead of just getting everybody stuck on that one thing, we decided to move on with everybody. And while we're still working on repairing and settling those issues, at the end we will. You know how patient we are and how hard we work. So we're not gonna give up. Okay. At the end, we believe the right thing will be done. Okay. So that's why on passive. However, when we decided to rebuild a new one, we decided we're not going to take a line of code to the new vehicle. We're not going to have one single employee from the old staff, previous staff, okay? None. Not one location, not one chair, not one equipment, nothing. Zero. So we've been building a new vehicle, not in any way it's on passive 2.0. Not in any way we're migrating the genealogy or the structure of any. We're not inheriting anything. Let me ask you a question. Got a broken car, and we're building a magnificent super car. You didn't see it yet, but I'm seeing it. I'm seeing, the stages of the buildup of it in the assembly room. And would I want to take something from that? It was great back then, but today is 2025, toward the end of it, the last part. Should we inherit something that was turbulent or 5-6 years ago? I don't think it makes any sense. So the wise thing, the right thing was to build something brand new and take it to the next level. What gave us that? The quality of our team, the quality and the talent and the intelligence and the alignment in the vision. Finally, somebody can understand me. Finally, somebody gets it. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, Lord. Thank God. So, the new vehicle, as we communicated with you, we're not going to talk about it in on passive. It's not going to be in own use. What's going to be, we're not closing own use. Okay? Been doing it 3 months. We're going to stay there. We're going to communicate with passive members for as long as it takes to settle the pending issues. Are we good? Fantastic. All right.
Okay, so we've heard from Ash now, and he's moving forward. Can you see how excited he is about what he is talking? He is bubbling over. I can see it in him as well. So we talked then, he talked about really what happened to the old vehicle, which was on passive. That is part. It was not working well. We were having to patch it up. And the decision came when others basically looked at the business alongside Ash. He brought new people in. They advised him to say, listen, the best way forward is to do something new to take us to our goal and destination. O News has been a fantastic tool to update us, not only on where we are now, but also to let us know what exactly is going to happen with on passive. That is staying there. That is going to be the form of updates that we're going to get for on passive. Why? Because there is still things that are outstanding. We know about them already. A small percentage, 1 to 2% of the people are owed commissions. It is our CEO's desire that those are all sorted, plus other outstanding things as well that are appertained to on passive. These are ongoing, and we will get updates as they move forward with them. The time frame on them, we don't know, but we will be updated through that O News venue. Also, on the advice of the experts that he brought in, one of the main things that came to light was the alignment of this new chapter of team that he has got with us. They really are people that understand exactly where we are going. If you remember, we felt like we were getting off track a little bit, going off in directions that we weren't really that happy with. It wasn't our passion, really, as far as a company is concerned, where we are going. This new team, not only are they higher quality, better ideas of what we are all on about, but the main thing is they are with Ash Mufareh. They align with him. They know exactly what he wants. They get when he talks what they have to develop. And this is going to be one of the big turning points for that transition into the next phase, because they understand exactly where he is. I'm sure he's got a lot more to tell us. So I'll hand it back over to you.
I'm sure you also know, everyone, that Red always pays attention. Thank you. Fantastic. So we did quantify first survey. Second survey said qualify. Today, we're going to verify, okay? And then we're going to keep on quantifying over and over and over. So because we don't want to mix the two, and unpassive has those little negative symptoms, let's be honest, okay? How do we part way and leave that, release the old and go to a new with the proper mindset, with more realistic expectation? A lot of exaggeration was going on passive. Exaggeration is only a reflection of desperation. It doesn't mean it's reality or it's logical. So we're moving on with lots of, you know, I would say practicality. We're going to do it in a more tangible way. Today, I was hoping to share my screen with you and show, but it's all good. Are you able to show screen if I send you a file or two? Anybody?
I'm getting close. Give me 5 minutes.
Take your time.
I'm figuring.
Okay. Okay. Take your time. I think you're going to have an extra vacation if you figure it out. Okay. Now, we are at a stage where we want to move on. That's it. We decided we're going to leave that, keep it where it is. Old chapter, okay, old vehicle. It's parked. It's not going anywhere for now. Now, we decided to move on to the next one, but not from that vehicle, because my, I would say, speculation and skepticism was that we're most likely we're going to inherit much of it. And we're going to have that mentality. Oh, I had this, I had that. How is it? Oh, we're going to always reference it. How do we cut that rope between the two? We needed a bridge. I think we've mentioned that indirectly to you. We're going to build a bridge to the next one. That bridge contains one common thing between the two, which is Ash Mufareh. That's myself, by the way. Okay. Yours truly. Ta-da. Okay. Now, we're going to move from the old to the new, not taking anything with us. It just, I'm the one in between. And because you want to do business with me, you trust me. Most of you are very close to me. We've built that relationship, that connection, and you have that faith and that you're counting on me, okay? So I decided, you know what? I'm going to give you the best, possible transition into that. So we looked at all the different scenarios. Okay, how do you do that? How do you cut? We decided to build a bridge. And that is Victory with Ash. It's a platform, it's a community that will give us the following. In October, next few days, we're launching a new platform called Victory with Ash. The name should be telling. It's obviously that's not the business. And it's a free platform, exclusive For now, it will only be available for our on-passive qualified people. From those who we quantified and qualified, now those we're going to verify that will go to this. Victory with Ash is the only exclusive gateway that will take us to the dream business, to the, you know, big, bold, beautiful shared dream that we all cherish. So we're moving to the next business through this. Imagine a tunnel or a funnel. We have to go through it. But this tunnel is going to do much more than just click and move and region. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to provide in Victory with Ash. It's a platform. It's a membership website, community, 100% free. Hide your wallet. But there is more into it to qualify. We're not taking money. We're increasing the value that you've never seen before. We've given you value. I mean, how many of you said, my life changed with you already before we even reach our shared goal, right? So imagine what we already contained in this Victory with Ash platform. So I'm going to move quicker because next time, obviously, we'll not only share screen, we might just do log in and give you a demo, all of that. I was hoping we do that today. The platform is nearly ready, okay? And that was necessary step to do it so that we can give you the proper communication, exclusive and private, secured communication. It will blow your mind, the features and the way we're doing it. Okay. In fact, the video library and player, we've compared it to every imaginable and available on the market academy or learning platform or community. By far the cleanest, the simplest, and the most attractive one. Take my word on that one. So that's one thing. So we're going to give you proper training and the right communication. Okay, we talk about the next business. Where we talk about it? Victory with Ash. Not going to talk about in the ecosystem, right? OES. We're not going to talk about the new one. Not going to mention it. So think of it as the next stage, and it's the stage of connection. That's where we will pal together and you know, gather and connect. It is not the new business itself. Again, I want to be clear. How much does it cost to be in Victory with Ash?
Free.
Free.
Zero.
For my on passive qualified friends.
Yes.
It's going to be a communication hub. That's number one. And it's going to be a training center. But also, it will be the only place we will share information, and we'll start revealing information and actionable steps about the new chapter, the next chapter. All right? It's a place.
Absolutely fantastic. Oh, sorry.
Just one statement I want to say. It's a place to prepare for the exciting future without old baggage. Not package.
Okay, guys, I hope you are
say something. Yeah.
pretty excited. This really is the news that we've been waiting for an awful long time. That transition, the moving to the next stage. And he said that today is all about verifying how we're going to do it. We are going to release the old. That doesn't mean to say that it's going away. It's still going to be there. But for all of us to move forward into this next phase, We really need to sever ties with that old ideology, with that old mentality of the old business on passive. Is it still there? Yes, it is. This is the new. So we now want to move forward, he said. We want to have that bridge of how we're going to get from the old to the new. Is it going to be the new business? No, it's not. But it's going to be a way for us to go from there to it. Think of it of walking over a river or somewhere that you need to get to. It is the only way that we can go there. So what is this new bridge going to be that's going to take us to the new business? And really, what is it going to be called? There was many options that he could have taken, but he was advised this is the only way. 2 options that we were going to have. So we came up with this bridge into the next phase. It's going to be called Victory with Ash. Got a good ringer to it, hasn't it? Doesn't it mean victory for all of us, not for the business, not just for the company, but also for all of us as well. This is going to be launched in October, the early time of October. It's nearly there. They've been testing it. It's really nearly ready to go. There is a but to it, and that is it is going to be exclusively for all of us who are now in on passive. We will have to be qualified in a certain way to use this bridge. It's not going to be open to absolutely everybody. We will have to be verified to make sure that we are the right people. As he said, no old baggage. We are the right people to be moving forward with the alignment of our CEO. It is the gateway to the next business. This is the only way that we can go to it. So we need to start thinking. We need to sever the old mentality of on passive, move it forward through the gateway of Victory with Ash to the next phase. It is important to understand that Victory with Ash is not the name of the next company. It is just the transition that we are all going to have. It is a membership as well.
Yeah.
It is a gateway. It is a membership. It's going to have so much value internally, and it's going to cost 0 for all of us. But it is going to give us the right information. It's going to have all sorts of things in there. It's going to be able to communicate with us for the next phase. We are going to have training centers within it. We're going to have places where we can reveal all sorts of different things, including video libraries and much, much more. But that is not the business. This is just the holding tank for us to move into the next phase. As you can see, this guy's excited, and he rightly so should be as well. A lot of hard work, effort.
I'll tell you why. I tell you
Go
why.
for it, Ash.
I think so, because I have so much. I want to make sure we get through it without holding you up. And I have another private meeting with my friends. You can talk about that later. But forgive me, Red. Not just the training aspect of all of that is really equipping you and improving and empowering all of you, those who qualify to be in it, to be or to maximize your success with the new business. The new business is not a right, is not something to be taken for granted or any entitlement to that. Okay, it's a privilege, just like Victory with Ash. It's a privilege, it's not right. So does everybody in On Passive move automatically to Victory with Ash? Nope, absolutely not. We needed to do some pruning. As a matter of fact, all of you, anybody can relate to that? We have people in our family that we don't want. But we say, God, I have a list I wish you would consider. All right? I don't know how big is your list, but I got a few on my list, okay? But God has not taken them because he doesn't want them either. So we don't want them in our business. So if God doesn't want them back, anyway, so we are not taking everybody. That's why this brilliant process, quantify, qualify, now we're going to verify and also improve the quality over and over. And then multiply and quantify. We're going there when we go to the new business, right after this process or this transition, okay, we're going to shatter all internet records. Watch what I'm saying. Watch. We're going to shake up the internet and reshape the planet. No doubt about this. Why? Because we have the talent, we have the desire, we have the will, we have the network, we have the expertise, we have the funds, we have whatever it takes to be successful. We have all the ingredients that that are required for success. Now we're talking about we're talking about victory. The name says it all. That means perseverance. We're not going anywhere, not going to quit, only victory. We're only going to win as we've been winning. So with that, there will be training and growth. So not just training, not just information. Again, not traditional education or formal education. We're going to talk about realistic, practical training and equipping to not just to training, but help you grow even before we get to the next chapter. You get there, you're going to be a super version of you. Okay? We're going to, this is something that you can expect, some ideas. You're going to have building productive habits and goal settings. Going to be more clear on what you want in life. What you want is not necessarily what we want. Yeah, we do have a common dream, but shared dream. But everybody has their own thing, right? Everybody has their own list. Building, enhancing interpersonal and communication skills. We're going to also teach you modern marketing know-how and personal branding. Oh boy, who do we have or the experts with me? So I have been mentored, okay? I have been coached. I actually get several sessions a week. So you think I know it all? I'm still growing, okay? Not aging, growing. And if I see the impact of this type of learning and coaching, I thought, wait a minute, wouldn't this be more fun and more fulfilling if I invite you to this along with me and ride along at my cost, at my expense? It's not cheap for me, okay? It's not free for me, but I'm going to also share this value with you and bring those coaches and mentors and, to do that for all of us collectively. Doing the same work, but instead of Ash, being selfish, I want to share that with you at my cost. We're going to talk about mindset tools and lifelong learning and adaptability. We're going to talk about and teach you how to, be more equipped to acquire network or business goals that you have. We're going to emphasize that this about equipping. It's not about members, obviously. It's not about guaranteeing income or, we're going to basically teach you how to fish, all right? Basically, we're going to make you, again, the hunted, not the hunter. That's really valuable, and that's what everybody's looking for. So we're going to talk about now releasing the old mindset. It's important. We're going to let it go, all right? We're going to let that go. And I'm sorry to sound a little bit, don't take it very negative, okay? I'm just gently reminding you, there were some, as many pros we've had some cons in passive, okay? The attitude needed some tweaks. That's okay. We all can learn and improve, right? So I'm sure you've witnessed many people were thinking that they can get something for nothing. And they felt entitled. That's really not right. Okay. we have people who thought they just pay fee and start, the money starts flowing, right? And just, it's not realistic. Passive income without effort, that's not what it is. So we have to kind of like replace the culture and the mindset with a culture of personal responsibility. A few years ago, I was talking to Susie McRae, okay? And we were talking about some travel plans and all of that. And one thing was profound. She said, I'm efficient, self-efficient. I can take care of myself. Remember that, Susie? So you said that, and that like stuck in my mind. I wish everybody can have the same mentality. Doesn't mean that you and I don't have it, but I wish everybody would think in that way independently. Like really to earn things, not to be handed for free as a free lunch there. So we can all use a bit of Susie, right? One of the upcoming projects in America is going to be a tour nationwide called Sushi with Susie. I'm not entirely kidding. Yeah.
How kind of you to remember that conversation.
I pay attention.
Yeah, you do. You sure do.
Our old vehicle was not going to take us to where we're going to go. That's clear, right? We needed to have a place to prepare for the good new vehicle. It operates differently. It's a different level. It's a luxury vehicle. We need to go through a place to prepare to how to operate the next vehicle. Does that make sense? Victory with Ash. Why is it with Ash? I think you know me. I like to stay low key and all of that. Okay. Now, with all seriousness, but why for the first time I mentioned my name? Because it's more personal to me, and I'm the only link in between old vehicle and new vehicle. So that's where we're going to bridge the two, old and new. The good news, keep your wallet away. Not going to break your bank. That's why we created Victory with Ash. And you will see it in the coming days. But until we do that, I'm going to talk about three things you're going to find in Victory with Ash platform. Okay, we've highlighted three crucial elements, okay, foundations, pillars to our Victory with Ash. Number one is rise. Rise. That we call them the 3R reality or the 3R rally cry. All right. So number one, rise. Lift your expectations and believe in what, okay, can be built together collectively. Reset. Got to reboot. Got to refresh. Okay. Let go of the limiting beliefs and old habits that no longer serve that vision. Let it go. Cut it off. All right. Let go. We're going to talk about refocus. Channel your energy toward growth, learning, and shared success. Rise, reset, refocus. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the functionality of the communication in Victory with Ash. We're going to give you constant updates, periodic live training with experts. I'm not going to be the big mouth here. Okay. I got people who are more qualified and more experienced on the topics to come on board. We're going to really make a difference for those who use that value, okay, and engage. So now we're going to talk about the mechanics. So how do we go from unpassive to Victory with Ash? That's the only gateway will take us to the next business, right? You follow me so far? I know I'm going too fast, but from now on, as early as next week, okay, or this week technically, within the next few days, all right, during the week, after Sunday, after the weekend, time zone conflict, we expect to start working on this transition from old, go through this victory. So when are you going to have access to it? Immediately after we do this new priority placement. So underline this. We're going to do priority positioning into Victory with Ash. Those are going to lead the world, okay? Because Victory with Ash, after we take, the priority is obviously on passive members. You got this already, right? I know you're sharp and paying attention, okay? Now, after we give you that privilege, not right, we chose to, not in an inheritance, inheritance fashion. We're going to really do the right thing. Those who are fitting to be the top, positions, and then we allow them not only to share an invite and expand their circle within Victory with Ash, but also they can get outsiders. Remember we said now you can invite anybody? Aha. After today, those who were saying for the last, I don't know, many months, who were saying, what to do? What can I do? Gina Leva always asks me, that question. What do you expect from us, Ash? Okay, what should we? Now you can get busy. It's all in your hands. If I have time, I'll tell you the story about all in your hands. Okay, so we are going to execute an application. We did survey 1, survey 2. Now we're going to execute an application. That application is going to go to everybody. It will be posted in the ecosystem. You fill up the application. It's either going to be 10 or 11. As of now, we have 10. We're thinking of another topic. It could be 11. 11 questions. Okay? Very sophisticated application, but not complicated. Anyone can do it. It will take you a couple of minutes if you want to transition into something will reward you lifelong for many years. So we're going to give you enough time to fill up the application. We built the mechanism to sort out in a technological way, but also in a human way, to see who those we consider to give the link to Victory with Ash so they can be registered. And after that, if anybody goes to join free Victory with Ash, will not be able to do that. It will simply say, sorry, gotta find out. An inviter is by invitation only. What's going to happen to the thousands of people that we know there will be chasing this? Hundreds of thousands? Who knows? They're going to look for you. You're going to be the hunted. They're going to be hunting for you, those who get that privilege. They're going to be looking. Do you have a link that I can join? They're not going to have a link on the website. They're not going to have it anywhere. Only with those top positions in Victory with Ash. And then the whole world is going to follow you. Mind-boggling. Do you see why I'm excited? Anybody realize that? Okay, so, and the acceptance is going to be based on your input. It's not a test. It's telling us a little bit more information, verifiable information, and it's going to be privately operated. Once you're invited, then you can begin to invite others. Are we going to give you the tools to do that? Sharing, emails, templates, media, all of absolutely. Like drinking water. So simple, seamless. You could do that if you want to expand your circle. What does that mean? Quantify again. There's going to be a KYC step. If the KYC is going to like check your bank and your credit, no. Just going to make sure those people that will take us to the next chapter are real people. Because we're a real company with real products, real value. Those who we allow, they've got to do that 1 minute step. KYC. Is it O-Verify from the old on passive? Is it like something that we built? We can do that. But nope, it's not that. We're using a third party, like a global company that is known in this field that will do the verification. So we don't touch anything from on passive. We're not going to do any shortcut or copy or trick or cheat or none of that. All right. So we're not using any of that. It's a different one. You will recognize it. You are going to have to do that. If anybody doesn't do the KYC, the verification process, you're going to be verified. Okay. If they don't do it, would they have access to the information? Nope. Nada. Zilch. Okay. No. And the information shared there, it will be exclusive. Collins Manning, pay attention. All right. Previously, any clown could go and start streaming from our media, all of that, right? They could do that. Here, we have a genius mechanism to trace invisibly, to trace everybody. And they will try, and I want them to try. So we want to make sure that with the disclaimer, and we're going to have a good code of conduct, obviously. It's not an NDA, it's not agreement. That is different in the ultimate dream and ultimate business. But in Victor with Ash, there's a code of conduct because it's a gift to you. Okay, so that obviously, because of the legal backup we have, we will go after those who will violate. It's that simple, and they will try, and I'm okay with it, okay, because we will see, you're going to see there's a token will be floating on anything, so we will dictate and determine what can be shared and copied outside the platform. Obviously, if you want to invite somebody, right, expand your circle, quantify, or something that will be restricted. That's not cheap. That is value. We're going to give that exclusive to you. We're going to give it to not to anybody. If they want that value, sure, it's free, but they have to join you. Hunt for you. So looking ahead, okay, I just want you to know, if you could tell from my excitement and tone, forgive me, okay, excuse my over excitement maybe. What's coming next is not what you expect. And that's a good thing. Just like probably not many of you expected Victor with Ash platform. We're thinking, okay, we're going to reveal about next and how do we transition. Nope. Many of you thought we're going to migrate from passive to the next chapter. Nope. I hope you see how brilliant this step was to go. I have used the analogy. Nobody was bothered. So I thought if I say it, it could intimidate somebody or offend. If you do, I apologize. I don't mean to offend you. But just for the analogy, have fun with it. Okay, let's be open-minded. Think of it as a tunnel, like, the car wash tube that we have to go through. We're going to all have a good shower. Let go of the past. Get fresh and pretty, so we go to the beautiful dream. Does that make sense? When you have something important, don't you shower and get ready and all that? So it's no offense to anyone, right? I just cannot emphasize enough to share with you the level of accuracy and advancement, okay, in our development. You're going to start to, are we going to have this, that, cut. Nothing from the past. A whole new, brand new vehicle, not what you think. Do you follow me so far? All you have to do is ride along. It's either you play or pass. You don't have to come with us. We're not going to really push it. This is what we're doing. If you see this could be a value for you, not going to disappoint you. So instructions, expect to see the link in a few days in the back office. We're going to now allow you a couple of days to sink in and digest this information. I know it's packed. Okay, that's okay. You're going to get it, so everybody is on the same page. The link for the application will be in the ecosystem, and that's the last link between the two. Then after that, we close it. We go through Victory with Ash, exclusive to you or those top positions, the qualifiers, okay, the qualified people, and then you can own the world, hold it in your palm. The value is, let me put it this way, okay? You're going to think, Ash, this alone, I could pay for it. This is already a business that I'm giving it to you as a gift, okay? Well, it's telling. If this gift was so much value, and you're going to see the change, the evolution, the transitioning, and the transformation, not only in our mindset, but also the skill level, the ability to be more effective and productive, okay? When you see that, you can only imagine what will be the dream business. That it will be a paid vehicle. All right. Code of conduct is monitored by legal team. It's not nice, silly, cute, naive Ash, okay? People who get paid, they have a salary that we have to justify. I hope you understand that this momentum that we're having is merely because of our gratitude to you, because of our faith in our unity. That's the only way to a brighter future. Forget everything we disagree on. We don't have to agree on everything, but let's be united for a better and brighter future, to uplift humanity together. We can make a difference. Why? Because we're not just accepting the status quo, okay? We're not just saying, oh, okay, well, this is the frame, we're gonna follow the rules and all of that. I don't care about that. I'm not breaking the law, but I'm not necessarily accepting an outdated, ridiculous restriction or frame to my capacity, to my ability, just because somebody put it out there, all right? I will not hurt anybody, not on my dead body, okay? It's not gonna happen that way. But if something doesn't make sense, I don't have to inherit it. We can be self-sufficient and efficient like Susie. Independently, in unity, we can make a difference. Where do we go? Hashtag victory with Ash. All right. And now you can all change your YouTube channel. Now we were in the vague area, right? In that weak core or belly, right? That we have, jiggly, all that. Now we're going to have a six-pack because that connection is a solid core. We can say where we're going. Victory with Ash. That's where we meet. Hashtag victory with Ash. Come there and follow me there. You're going to have a link as an affiliate link, if you wish. You can invite people through your link. And you have the tools. And you have knowledge and education and every resource you need to be super prepared for the ultimate business. My goodness, does this get any better? Okay. So now, oh boy, anybody can smell it?
I'm smelling it.
I can feel it. Yeah.
The smell of success.
You don't know how proud I am. You could feel, okay, how determined I am
the chart.
to finish what we've started. This is where it begins. Victory with Ash. This is where we're going to finish the job. We're not quitting, not going anywhere. Now we begin, okay, to achieve our big, bold, beautiful shared dream. Are you with me? Who's ready
I'm ready.
to make a difference? Okay, who's ready? Now, I'm going to give you an example just for fun because I have maybe a couple of minutes, and then I think some of you maybe read Susie have an announcement about a private meeting. Right after this, we'll take a break and go, okay? But I want to share a couple of things with you, okay? If you allow me. As of yesterday, we've completed a new marketing system. Remember, we're not using old, outdated methodology. It's a new era. We're using some intelligent, innovative, and creative tools and methods that we believe and we tried that they make a difference. Okay. Anybody believe that the 5.5 billion people online, they watch videos like YouTube videos? Yeah, everybody. Okay. So this will rock your world if you get it. Collins, again, I'm going to call you, okay? Not the security. Now we're going to talk about the mechanics of doing it with the price right. Everything is monopoly, everything overpriced, everything is complicated. Okay. Though there are some things are technically not possible or not a realistic cost, so they will not be given a reasonable, practical ROI, return on the investment, if you pay for them. All right? So if you're selling something for $10, could you put an ad, for example, like $500,000? Like, I don't know. I made a ridiculous example. Okay. If your return at most would be $10 or I don't know, $1,000. You're not going to pay hundreds of thousands. Okay. But if you pay a little, tiny, okay, and you get multiple times, 10x or 100x of your investment. It gets better. What if Ash is willing to invest on your behalf? Let me give you an example. All right. Just for fun, I'm willing to allow you key in your YouTube, whether you have 50 people or 50,000 or 100,000 or 105,000, like Gersminder, Dylan. Or even if you have 13, like Chris Johnson. You put in your channel. We go, not using Zoom, I'm talking about later, okay? We have the ability to live stream on unlimited amount of channels. Now watch this, okay? I'm not talking about 1,000. I'm not talking about 3,000. If we decide we're going to lead the world with 10,000 of you, those who qualify first, top placement and in Victory with Ash, 10,000 lives, YouTube channels. At the same time, one work 10,000 times. From 50 followers, subscribers, and up. We do the work. We'll share with you material that you can post on your community to acknowledge or announce upcoming live event. I'm not going to be the only one. We're going to get the experts, the talented people to do the work. And we do a presentation and we sell whatever a product, okay? Say the next business. You would have your link in the description and we say, hey, my description is in the link below. We're talking on your behalf. You could be on a big, fat RV cruising around the country and somebody's doing that work on your behalf, and people will be clicking. All of your followers, whether thousands or hundreds or tens of thousands or more, will be invited to click and buy your stuff. Oh, did I say YouTube? Oh, that's another revenue channel. We'll be making you money in YouTube. This is not a promise. Disclaimer. Hello. Pay attention. Slow down. I'm just inviting you to imagine the possibilities based on the reality and the actual facts that we've achieved as of now. We have the ability to live stream. It will cost us peanuts. Not going to break the bank, but I'll take it. So collectively, one live, 10,000 channels, 1,000 channels, they're following hundreds of thousands. One work, maximizing your monetization and revenue in YouTube or whatever medium we're using. YouTube pays good, not bad. And selling your stuff on your behalf. Holy cannoli. With extra cheese and ravioli, if you like it. So that's one thing. So everybody's going to move along to Victory with Ash? Absolutely not. From Unpassive. Nope. It's a privilege. By invitation only. Your input in the application will determine if you be from the first positions, top positions in Victory with Ash. Nothing complicated. Not going to be able to make things up and all that realistic thing. You could all qualify if the data says that. But we're going to start with somebody. Are we migrating? So let me be very clear. Okay, if somebody gets that position, code of conduct is going to be like this. And they're going to tell me, oh, I've had 75 IDs. Okay, that's something I get it from some of my people in Delhi or Bangalore or anyway. They tell me this, okay, or Hyderabad. They tell me, Ash, sir, I have 80 IDs. I have this ID. No, they mean accounts. Not cloning that. We said we're going to reset fresh. If you have the ability, if you communicate with them, you will have the ability to move them over. So are you going to complain? That's a violation for the code of conduct. Pass. Adios, hasta la vista, baby. So that's it. I have to say it. Now, we are on time. to give that link. We're going to give you a few days, very clear. When that form is done, we quickly will process the results. In return, give you the link to join Victory with Ash. You go to the back office, which is being perfected. We could open it as of tomorrow, but is being perfected. And then immediately we're going to have calendar, schedule, what to do, all of that. You go to work, you do that. Okay. So it's all in your hands. Okay. Play or pass. All right. My good young brother, he's handsome, like Chris Johnson, taught me the story of it's all in your hands. Have you heard that story before? There was a wise man, okay, going to share his wisdom and spread his ideology across many villages. You go to a village, gather with the villagers, and preach and, share his wisdom with them. Doing it over. He's inspiring them. He's uplifting them. It became popular. One day, he's one of the villages. In that village, particular village, there's a guy that is a little arrogant. He was simply jealous of the wise man. He thinks he wants to somehow push back that wise man. So how can we stop him coming to our village and all of that? That's the bad guy. That's the arrogant guy. Okay. So he thought, okay, one day he thought of a plot to get a bird and ask the wise man, is the bird dead in my hand? The bird in my hand, is it dead or alive? In his sick mind, he's thinking, if he says it's alive, okay, he's going to squeeze it and choke it and say, oh, it's dead. If he says it's dead, it's held in his hand and he's going to let it go free. So either way, anyway, he's going to prove him wrong. That's his plan. But he's a wise man. So the day comes, he goes to that village. That guy had his bird in his hand and ready to do his crime. Evil mind. So he goes, wise man, I have a bird in my hand. Is it dead or alive? He knew. He said, it's all in your hand. So there are people, no matter what we do, they're going to say what? It's bad. It doesn't work. It's dead. They're going to say, no, it's alive. You say, it's alive. No, it's dead. It's good. No, it's bad. No matter what you do, it's in their hands. So it's in your hands. Are you going to play or are you going to pass? Are you ready to break the records? Are you ready to have fun?
Let's go.
Are you ready to shape the internet? Reshape it.
Woohoo! We are
Redefine
ready.
the digital world.
Yes.
It's back to you. I am done. I have to find something that will contain me. But the days ahead, nothing short of excitement and learning and fun. And oh boy. Okay. So
Thank you, Mr. Ash. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
It's my pleasure. And
Mind-boggling.
I'm ready.
That
Let's go.
was wonderful, Ash.
Mind-boggling. Wow.
Excellent. Red, did you want to talk about the private meeting a little bit, and then we'll end this session?
Yep. Just to let you know that for some of our respected leaders, there is going to be a private meeting shortly after this, and we are going to be talking about how we're going to scale this out into the next phase through Victory with Ash. It's got a good ring to it, hasn't it? I like it a lot. And we'll be talking about that shortly. For the remainder of the people who are on here today, I'm going to hand it back over to Susie. She's going to close this out, and then we will be moving over to that private meeting very shortly. Back to you, Susie.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ash. That was wonderful. And what it reminded me of is I know you and I, and there's a lot of people out there that follow John Maxwell. And I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it reminded me of one of his most famous and impactful quotes. About success and significance. And he truly believes success is when you add value to yourself. And value is personal development, setting goals. And with Victory with Ash, you are setting us up to go into that tunnel, as we say, and add value to ourselves. But what you've done, Ash, is you live a life of significance, and we should all be, that should be our goal. And what significance is when you add value back to others, because John Maxwell always says true fulfillment is when you live a life of significance by being successful and then adding that value back to others. So you are doing this for us. You've always
You got
added
to do it
value
by
to us.
design. You cannot just wish for it. It's not going to happen automatically.
Not
You
wishful
have to have a
thinking.
plan and put the effort and work on it, and we can reinvent ourselves. I believe so.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not the same guy 20 years ago or 5 years ago. Though some people, you say, Ash, you've changed. Yes, of course. I'm not a rock.
Yeah.
Okay. I did change. I'm not a stone. Okay. So, but I'm talking about family people, all that. They're not comfortable when you leave that comfort zone or the average circle they're in. When you leave, they panic, they're more intimidated, and they're insecure. That's frightening to them. Listen, in this business, it's very simple. You either make results, put the effort and work, or excuses. You cannot do both. You cannot do both. And if you want to put the work and all that, it has to be intentional. Not going to happen automatic. Not going to say that I alone, I am a leader, I can change. Nope. You need an army.
Yeah. And you put a structure together.
It takes a village to raise one child, right? Okay. We know the saying, but she just reminded us that what if you want to raise or improve the entire community or the I don't want to say the whole world, but the believers that too want that change. It takes a lot of effort. It's not automatic. You have to put the effort, the work. And it begins with yourself. You got to work on yourself. You have to be attractive. You have to be likable. Begin with whom? Who's the first person that has to be likable, attractive? Yourself. If you're not likable and not following yourself, not doing the right things, why would anyone else follow you? So you have to be coachable, begin with yourself, be open to changes if you want different results. If you're happy where you are, pass. Chillax. Put the effort and the intention and plan. Or if you're intelligent like our people, okay, talking to the public now, lock arm with us will make it much easier for you because there's hard work and there's smart work. We do most of the hard work and smart or intelligently. Just make the right, wise, smart decision to be with us. And together we go places.
That's a perfect ending, Ash. Perfect ending. And thank you for putting this, I always say to you, no structure, no fulfillment. You've put the structure together and we just got to get in there and do it. So thank you everyone for attending today. And Susie, I think Ash has one more thing.
No. I just want to apologize about, that it didn't go as planned, but still good. Who cares? Yeah. Okay. Instead of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And it's all my mother-in-law's fault, just to be clear. Okay.
That's right. We were going to blame it on Chris, but no.
Yes.
Well, thank you everyone for joining. Make sure there'll be more information out there, and have a great weekend and keep your eyes on the OES. Okay.
I love you and God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Love
Victory
you,
Bye-bye.
with
Mr. Ash.
Ash.
Merci
Hashtag
beaucoup.
victory
Merci
for Ash.
Thank you, Ash.
with Ash.
Victory
Bye,
for
Ash.
Ash.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.